Yeah, Jordan, all of your educated guesswork and all of your reading all those scientific papers about like rocks and like Oort clouds interacting with other suns and all of that. That's all very well. But just tell me, is ET coming or what?
Oh, let me just check. So, so first, I'm going to start with: do people even believe in aliens in the first place? Let's start with
Excellent.
that to know how many people out there would be freaked out by this. Well, I've got some. This is again going to be real different in different countries based on their culture, based on what is their you know consensus with how's it displayed to people.
Yeah.
Back think
How do we even ask the question? Do you
yeah.
ask it in a way that sounds vaguely scientific, or do you make it sound wacky and stupid?
Yeah, perhaps the idea that people, ostracized for believing in aliens or what's in Area 51 and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
maybe maybe is viewed as something that only an insane person would believe, but maybe it should be the opposite. Uh,
Well, I think I spent about way too much of the first session saying how, in a sense, the burden of proof is on the people that say there is no life elsewhere. Like, and obviously, I'm revealing my hand, which is not that I believe in aliens, but that I am fairly happy with the concept that they may or may not exist. I'm kind of happy either way, but I certainly think that it's a bold stance to say there's definitely none. I think that's a very, very bold stance myself.
so what I've got here is I've got some research. It's presented in a media article, but I'm going to present to you what amount of people believe or were polled to believe. So we've got Germany. So this is Germany, USA, and Britain were polled. Do you
Ooh, can
believe
I
there's
guess?
Oh, sure. How many people? So the question was, do you believe there's extraterrestrial intelligent life? So go Germany, USA, Britain.
Okay, Germany, 20%, USA, 45%, Britain, yeah, I'd say about 30%.
Well, yeah, there's 56% in Germany,
Whoa.
54% in USA, and 52% Britain. So this is a majority. This isn't a minority.
And it's remarkably consistent across
Yeah.
all these different countries. Did you find figures for Australia, though?
So I've got the same question wasn't posed to Australians, but was the question was to Australians, do they believe aliens have been to Earth? And it was 34%, which is still a huge number. Like
Hang on,
what?
beam to Earth, that's a whole nother question here. Come on.
Yeah, well, that's a different question. But the closest relative thing stat I could find was 34% of Australians believe aliens have been to Earth, which is a different,
Okay.
more complex thing. But it's not something that I guess which political side are you on? How many children in your family, and do you believe in aliens? It would be a bit of a
Well,
weird census.
clearly, this sample of 50 people commissioned by New Idea magazine in 2008 or whatever is all very well. But can I just say, I would like to distance myself from this so called 34% of people because I don't think they've been here unless we are the aliens, which is one variety of panspermia, by the way, Jordan, is that. Yeah, all the other animals evolved here naturally, but humans came here from somewhere else. Like God just put them there one day, shump. Or the other one is that yeah, that humans came from like the stars, and like monkeys and chimpanzees are just like entirely separate.
Yeah,
Um,
I know that one of the movies that tackles this is Prometheus, which great movie. But the
Absolutely.
last thing where the all knowing wise guy just came with a vial of life and dipped it in a waterfall was slightly questionable as a theory to me, but I do love that movie. The idea of the all wise dude just dropping the vial of DNA. There's a fish for you.
Is that
So,
what that did? Is that what that was all about? Thank you for explaining that movie to me.
well,
Now I get it.
that's what I gathered from the end of the movie is that there was this world, and then like he'd arrived at the top of a waterfall and dropped like what DNA was, and go that'll form a human soon enough.
Well, to be honest, Jordan, by the time I got to the end of the movie, I'd completely forgotten about that scene at the start. So yeah. Anyway, I think you might be right. That's what it means. All right. Well, that is a surprising number of people who think that aliens have already arrived.